The top 5 things not to do in Japan. Are you prepared to fully experience Japan's distinctive and intriguing culture? With its breathtaking landscapes and kind, welcoming people, Japan is a real gem. However, the reality is that each country has its own distinct ways of doing things, and Japan is no exception. I can assure you that avoiding these mistakes will not only make your trip more enjoyable, but also show respect for the locals and their customs. Something that every tourist should strive for. 1. Shoe and slipper etiquette. It is traditional in Japan to take off your shoes before entering houses, temples, and other places of cultural significance. This is due to the commonly held belief that shoes should be kept at the door in order to maintain a clean environment since they are unclean. Genkans, or places where shoes are removed before entering, are a common feature of Japanese dwellings. Your hosts will usually have slippers ready for you at the entrance. All you need to do is swap your shoes for them. Since wearing these slippers outside is strictly prohibited, we sincerely hope you won't even notice you're wearing them. They'll be quite comfortable. Remember to leave them at the door before you leave. 2. Sneezing without covering your mouth. It's customary in Japan to cover your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze in public, such on a bus or train or in a busy area. This keeps illnesses under control and demonstrates care for everyone around you. Visitors from other countries often observe this since it may be interpreted as disrespectful or disagreeable if they don't. In order to be courteous and culturally conscious, you must cover your mouth and nose with a tissue or handkerchief. It is recommended that international tourists traveling to Japan bring a few masks, especially if they are feeling ill. The wearing of masks is an ethical approach to public health and a show of respect for others. 3. Eating while walking. In Japan, eating or drinking in crowded areas, on buses, trains, or in other public settings is strictly forbidden. The underground system is rarely used by locals for private eating. Even while eating in public might be common in your native country, it can be perceived as untidy and unsettling. In the land of the rising sun, this can make a negative impression. Try to remember these traditions and refrain from eating or drinking in public. After all, Japan might be the finest place to follow this custom. Eating slowly is the best way to enjoy food. Keep in mind that Japanese people place a great importance on manners and etiquette, and that cooking is regarded as an art form there. 4. Not respecting personal space in crowded places. Limits are respected, and others' personal space is greatly valued in Japanese society. Most inhabitants live in a tiny personal bubble. You may have observed that buses and trains in Japan are frequently packed during rush hour, and you may find the constant crowds annoying. Try to respect other people's personal space by not pushing or touching them when at all possible. 5. Improper handling of chopsticks. Chopsticks are a widespread and important part of Japanese dining culture, and their use is subject to strict rules and customs. You can steer clear of a cultural faux pas if you make an effort to use them responsibly and follow local eating customs. Steer clear of common mistakes include waving the chopsticks, moving food from one plate to another, aiming them at someone, and holding them too tightly. Be mindful of where you place your chopsticks when not in use. The top 5 things not to do in Japan are listed below. There is something for everyone in Japan's vibrant markets and contemporary districts. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel stories and advice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.